Hello, my lovely Geminis. Welcome to your reading for September 2018. This is a general reading for you, Gemini. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign. Some months that will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. You can also listen to all three, which gives you added depth and meaning and understanding to what's happening to you in September, what energies are there for you, and how to best tap into those energies to bring to you the changes that you're seeking, the improvements that you're seeking. This is a general reading for you. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website, and from there you can book a reading, which is going to be a personal reading for you. It's going to be specific to you. It's going to look at your needs and what's going on with you energetically, and what's in store for you. So it's going to be a far more accurate reading than this one is going to be, because this is for all Geminis. And of course, some things will resonate with you, and for others, a lot of it will resonate for you. It changes from month to month energetically, because of course you all have different planets, different birth signs, different birth charts. So bear that in mind as well. But I hope that this is helpful for you. So let's have a look at what's in store. I've created your spread, and I will show you, as card by card, as to what that is. I do work with my guides and hear their messages, so that also comes through, which gives me a lot more detail as well. So September for you, you open up with what is very much around you, the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is about balance. It's about finding that balance, where a lot of you may, I feel like, Gemini, there's been something that's rocked your boat. I want to say it's rocked your boat. It's created some sort of imbalance, some sort of disharmony. Something's broken your stride, I'm going to say, here. The Hangman is about regaining that balance. It's also about changing your perspective. Changing the perspective on your situation, on what's around you. When you suspend yourself upside down, when you hang upside down, you do a headstand, or you're just looking at things in an upside down way. Everything seems different when you're upside down. You see things in a different way. When you sort of lie down and someone lies over you and you're in the reverse, the face looks completely different. So it really is about changing your perspective. When you're suspended upside down like that, it does take balance to be suspended by one foot the way the Hangman is here. It's going to take skill, it's going to take balance, it's going to take precision on your part to really look at things in an upside down manner. Look at things in changing your perspective in how you're viewing what is going on around you, what is happening around you. Have a look at things that you may perceive are negative, things that are impeding where you want to be. Change your perspective and have a look at, maybe you're being slowed down. You need to really look at something in detail. Make sure you're not making a mistake. So really read the fine print. Look at something in detail. Look at it from a different perspective. Look at what look at what you've got in your life, what is there that is working, that is bringing you joy, that is, there's this one part of your life where there's dissatisfaction, but that's only one part of your life. It's not your whole life. So changing your perspective about that is going to be really, really important, because in moving forward, I feel like what's crossing that is the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Coins. And it's also about, there is a lot of good things there for you. There's a lot of things that you would benefit from. There's a lot of things that bring abundance into your life. That is joy, it's family, it's health, it's finances, it's material gains, it's all things. Abundance is about all things in life. But I feel like you've reached this point where you're going to need to be strategic in your next move. I feel that you're going to need to identify where you want, what you want to bring into your life, what changes do you want to make, and what direction do you want to move in. So I feel like there's a change of direction here for you, Gemini, but it's about being strategic. It's not about making impulsive decisions because you're upset or because you're just fed up and you make this quick decision. It's about really making a calculated decision. You know, they're playing chess, and chess is a game of calculated moves. What is your next move? What is your next move? It's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it's going to be really big changes. For some of you, it's not going to be so big, but it is going to be a change that's going to impact on what's going to unfold for you in the future. So really, to bring in the abundance that you're seeking, the love that you're seeking, the happiness that you're seeking, the financial gains that you're seeking, think strategically. Look at it from all angles. Change your perspective. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Have a look at it from someone else's perspective. Really look at it from every angle before you make that strategic choice or decision. That's going to be really important. I feel like you're coming out of difficulties. You're coming out of something that was holding you back. Now, for some of you, it's going to be your self-confidence, your sense of self-worth, your sense of deservedness. It's going to be different for each of you, but I feel like it's created a barrier or a wall around you, and you have now decided it's time to cut that down. It's time to cut that down, which is really interesting because in your recent past position, you've got this card here, which is a passage out of difficulties. You're seeing your way clear of a difficult situation. You're seeing yourself clear of a situation that has been causing you some sort of angst, some sort of anxiety, some sort of unhappiness, dissatisfaction, boredom. You know, for some of you, it's a job that you've been really unhappy with, and you're now cutting down those barriers. You're really looking at what in it has made you unhappy. Do you need to be challenged more? Do you need that promotion? Do you need to change from that company to another company? Do you need to work for yourself? You know, what changes are you bringing in here? For some of you, it's a relationship that is needing to bring changes in. Has there been some conflict, some disagreement, some dissatisfaction, some boredom in a relationship? It doesn't mean you throw the baby out with the bathwater, but you change your perspective on how you're looking at this situation, and you cut down the walls. Have you been, you know, building up a wall around you, cutting yourself off from those that love you, you know, making that decision to break down those barriers, chop down those walls, because there's a passage out of that difficulty. That time of uncertainty is coming to an end. You've seen your way clear, and I really like that. And that situation is going to be very different for all of you. But that's the general energy that's been coming through for you. It's been coming through for you. It's about, and it's interesting because in your subconscious, in your what's going on beneath the surface card, you've had this one where you're cutting down the walls, you know, cutting down what is no longer relevant, what no longer fits in your life, really clearing it, clearing the path for you to be able to move forward. And it is being able to move forward in a creative way. It's being able to move forward. It's about moving on from the past, not being fixated on what's happened in the past, but like children, living in the now. You live in the now and you get enjoyment from what is around you at this present moment, what brings you joy at this present moment. It's also about tapping into your creativity. What is it that brings you joy? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to create for yourself? It's about tapping into that creativity and that joy. It's about finding your true path and your true journey. You know, this where you've been seeking it, you've been looking for this change, looking to bring something in that's going to bring you this satisfaction. It's there, and it's in September. You're really going to be quite a few steps closer to discovering what that is, because what is around you here, you've got the Fool here, and the Fool is the first of the tarot deck. So it is about new beginnings here for you. It's about leaving the past behind. Everything that you've known from the past, that you've grown from, that you have that has brought you to where you are now, is in the past. And so, living in the now, tapping into your creativity, bringing in the changes that you're wanting to bring in, but not impulsively. Really calculating those changes, which will bring you the abundance that you're seeking. It will bring you the joy that you're seeking, the satisfaction that you're seeking. It's about tapping into your creative force, your intuition. Being creative is going to really, I feel like mid-September, you're going to be transitioning from this way of you that you've been thinking into this new way of thinking, into this new way of seeing things and being joyful. Because I feel by week 3 in September, there's a lot of good things that come your way. You're going to be in a very different place. You're going to be really embracing the change, really embracing with excitement the new ideas that you want to give life to, new ideas that you want to move forward with, different ways of, for some of you, there's a relocation. There's a relocation for some of you. For some of you, it's rediscovering where you work, rediscovering some interest, some passion that you've had. There's some project that comes your way that gives you this new lease on life, this new enthusiasm, this new joy in moving forward. Planning your next holiday. It's different things, but for each of you. But it is going to be this new beginning for you. Mid-September, you're going to really feel like you're needing to make some changes, move forward with a different attitude, with a different behavior, with a different outlook in moving forward. And that energy brings a whole lot of good opportunities to you that cross your path, that you can that you will be aware of. They've been there, but you haven't been aware of them because you've been in this place of, coming out of difficult times, cutting down those walls, cutting down those barriers, which has sort of produced an internal battle with you. But I feel like it's not a battle that you have to battle on your own. You have got friends around you. You have got people. You've got a support system. You've got a support network. You've got people that love you that will help you through it. So it becomes almost a playful thing of really exploring the self, exploring you, exploring who you are and what you want and what direction you're moving in. It's really, September is really a month for you to discover what direction you want to take your life, what direction you want to move in, what things do you want to put in place that are going to see you, take you to where you're going. It really is about, out of difficulties, out of the mud, the lotus flower grows, which is a beautiful thing in murky waters, in murky waters. The good opportunities that are going to come your way, the good things that you're going to reap, the ideas, the future that you create comes out of the lessons that you've had to work through. The situations that have been put in your path for you to look at and overcome. Now, there's always a choice. There's free will. You can collapse yourself completely in this and it's too hard, or you can work through it because all things pass. All things, you can work through all things. And, these cards show me that you are doing that. You are doing that. And that is going to, reap really good rewards for you. Your harvest is coming in through your, blood, sweat and tears, shall we say, through working through these lessons, through working through these situations, makes you a stronger person, makes you, you are going to be looking at your situation in a different way in September, which is really going to benefit you. It's really going to benefit you. I want to say to those of you that are single that September is really going to be a month of putting yourself out there. If you are seeking love, if you are seeking a partner, if you are seeking a relationship, then you need to get out there and take action. You need to get out there and really be proactive about finding the person that you're going to be involved with, be in a relationship with, be married to, you know, have a committed relationship, have a fling, whatever it is for you. But it is about you getting out there and doing that. I feel like a lot of you have been holding back. I feel like a lot of you have not been wanting to get out there, but the time is now. If that's really what you're seeking, then the time to seek that is now. For those of you that are in a relationship, I feel like it's going to be a really romantic month. It's going to be a month of really working on the relationship, bonding in the relationship, improving the relationship, really taking it to the next level, having a deeper level of understanding. Also doing nice things for each other, you know, leaving notes lying around, you know, planning a trip away, planning something that takes you out of the everyday and helps you to see the relationship with fresh eyes, with new eyes. There's that opportunity there for you as well if you are in a relationship. If you're not, get out there and be proactive and look for what it is you are seeking. You are seeking, okay? Because that person is certainly out there. It's certainly out there, and you've got the Knight of Cups here, you know. The Knight of Cups is, you know, messages, is being proactive, which is what I said, being proactive, getting out there and really seeking what you're looking for, because, you know, you know, you've got, it's interesting because the last two cards here, you've got the King and the Knight, and, you know, it's about being strong, emotionally knowing what you're seeking. You know, for some of you, it could also be that it's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that you're going to meet. But I feel, though, it's about feeling strong and secure in your emotional state, feeling confident in your emotional state, and it's time to get out there and start looking for that partner or working on your relationship, moving your relationship, you know, building a stronger bond, being closer. So the last part of September is really going to be about your emotions. It's going to be about your heart, your love, you know, seeking love, seeking that balance, and bringing that in. It's a really romantic time. It's a really love-based time for you. So you know, really get out there and use that energy, because but it's going to take you. You need to do that. You need to be proactive about what you're seeking and what you want to achieve, because you're creating this. It's really interesting. I've also pulled a card from the Dreams of Gaia for you this month, because I really like these cards. And what I've got here for you is masculine and feminine. The masculine and feminine of the fire signs, which is interesting. Which is passion, creativity, but it's also, you know, the feminine is the creative. It's the, you know, the feminine is the bringer of life, the creator of life, the birth of new ideas. The masculine is the one that has the drive and the passion and the logic to make things happen. For you in September, it's about balancing those two. Don't forget to work from your heart space, but also you're going to tap into the masculine, and that's where you get your calculated moves. That's where you work out what you want and what your next step is going to be. Calculated, so you're working from the right side and the left side of the brain. So it's about finding that balance. Don't do too much of one and not enough of the other, but find a balance of using your feminine side and your masculine side, which is your emotional side and your intellectual side, analytical side. Find that balance, and it's going to really see you go a long way in using the energy that's around in September to bring in the changes that you're seeking, to give momentum to what you're seeking, whether it's a love relationship, whether it's a project, changes, travel, whatever it is for you, or simply a change within you, so that you turn yourself around. I want to say to a lot of you, you know, it's turning yourself around to see life, to view your life in a different way, to show gratitude and appreciation for what is around you. That's going to be really important for you. So I hope you find that helpful for you for the month of September. I wish you many blessings, my lovely Geminis, and I will see you next month.